Today's Bible reading plan takes us to the book of Mark, Mark chapter 5, verse 21. I call this a miracle within a miracle. When Jesus had again crossed over by boat to the other side of the lake, a large crowd gathered around him while he was by the lake. One of the synagogue leaders named Jairus came, and when he saw Jesus, he fell at his feet, pleaded earnestly with him, "My little daughter is dying. Please come and put your hand on her so that she will be healed and live." So Jesus went with him. Now a large crowd followed and pressed around him, and a woman was there who had been subject to bleeding for 12 years. She had suffered a great deal under the care of many doctors and had spent all she had. Yet instead of getting better, she grew worse. When she heard about Jesus, she came up behind him in the crowd and touched his cloak, because she thought, "If I could just touch his clothes, I will be healed." Immediately her bleeding stopped, and she felt in her body that she was freed from her suffering. At once Jesus realized that power had gone out of him, of virtue. He turned around in the crowd and asked, "Who touched my clothes?" A miracle within a miracle. Here is a girl, she's ailing, she's dying. Her father, who was also a Jew, a father who was desperate. He was so desperate, he did not care what people thought about him. If you have to experience a miracle within a miracle, don't care what people say. In Bemba, we say, "I'm the one in pain, I'm the one suffering, I'm the one feeling the weight of the world on my shoulders. I should be the one to cry out." So he goes and he cries to Jesus, and Jesus agrees and says, "Let's go." And whilst on the way to perform a miracle, a woman saw her miracle. Sometimes we miss a miracle because we think, this is not my way. This is not my time. This is not my moment. Let me say this. How bad do you want it? Jesus was on his way to touch a girl, and this woman touched Jesus. He was supposed to touch someone else, but he was touched. And the moment he was touched, healing took place. Power left him. Virtue left him. He looked around and says, no. Somebody touched him, and the disciple says, "Look, everyone is touched." He says, "No." Let me say this. All of us can pray, but not all of us can touch. All of us can fast. All of us can go to church. All of us can be leading. Listen, it takes something more than just the regular thing we do to touch Jesus and get a healing. Everyone there was wanting healing. Everyone there was desperate. They had a situation that needed. Let me submit to you, all of us here, even you listening to the sound of my voice, every one of us, we have needs. We have challenges. As long as you're in this earthly vessel, you will have challenges and needs. Jesus will meet your needs, but also you can force the hand of God. This woman does not wait her turn. This woman does not, she says, "You know what? Others might have a voice, I don't have one. Others might have an opportunity to get closer to Jesus. This might be my only chance, my only shot." And she says, "I'm going to take it." This miracle interests me so much because she doesn't speak a word. The Bible says she just thought to herself, "If only I could touch." She had never read in the Bible where anybody else touched Jesus and he was healed. She had never heard from anyone else. But she decided, listen, revelation, the way it is that it comes to you individually. There is a young lady who told me to say, "Me, I just have a revelation." She's not in the country. She didn't even attend church. She says, "My revelation is I need to pay tithe to church." I thought myself, what about there? Don't you have churches? There are bigger churches around, bigger men of God around. She says, "This is my revelation that I should support this work." Let me say this. Your revelation is what will work for you. She just thought to herself. She did not announce it. She did not ask for any